Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me for today's video. If you're new here, my name is Kate. So I am going to be sharing an updated current go-to makeup routine with you guys. There's some products that have changed, new things that I've been using and loving that I've definitely probably raved about, but haven't actually been able to show you guys in action. So we are just gonna do a fun little chit-chatty, get ready with me style video today. So if you wanna see what I've been using and what I did to get this makeup look, then keep on watching. I'm starting off with some skincare prep. Always gotta do the skincare and make sure my face is nice and hydrated and plumped and ready for the makeup before I just jump right in. So I did apply the TULA Rose Glow and Get It Eye Balm underneath. It's my favorite. So I have like this nice little cooling feeling happening right now. And I'll link that below in case you guys wanna check it out. But this that I'm using is the Cool Biotic Prebiotic Redness Relief Cream by Dr. Brandt. I feel like I've included this in favorites, but can't remember if I've actually ever shared it in any sort of tutorial or get ready with me, but I love this cream so much. It does have like a slight little cooling to it and it just feels so good on my skin. I really like the formula and the consistency of this. It just leaves my skin feeling so soft and nice, but it doesn't leave any sort of filter. It's not too heavy at all. It's just the perfect consistency in my opinion, especially right before going in with makeup. And then I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. I also just love the texture and consistency of this. And if my skin is just feeling on the dry side, this is exactly what it needs. It's so perfect and it's light, but I feel like my makeup just glides on so nice with this. For foundation, I'm so excited to finally show you guys this in a tutorial or makeup routine. It's the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and it is beautiful. I absolutely love it. So I mix two colors. I mix 6.5 and 5. So I just kind of go around and dot them on with the Beauty Blender and then blend together. And it's been, I think, my perfect shade. This looks good. I always bring it down my neck too. That's not anything new. But I think the formula of this and the way it wears is just perfection. I absolutely love this foundation. It's a splurge. I've mentioned that before because I'm pretty sure I shared this in one of my monthly favorites videos. It's like a $60 foundation, but if you have any sort of event or anything, or if you're somebody who is taking photos a lot, anything like that, or just, I don't know, in front of a camera, content creator of any kind, this looks so flawless and magical and it wears really well. It's nice and light on your skin. And in my opinion, it is just worth every single penny. So love this stuff. For my concealer, I still very much am loving the Frankie Rose, Our Little Secret. I just love the coverage and formula of this as well. I think it's stunning and it just never lets me down. It looks beautiful with every single foundation that I use it with, and it looks amazing with every single setting powder that I use too. So I appreciate that about it. And I will put the shade name below. Frankie Rose is so underrated in my opinion. I love their products. Whoops. I love their products. Their foundation too is one of my absolute favorites. And I could not recommend them to you guys enough. So I'm just gonna go through and blend out my concealer first. And then for my contour, this is actually the Hailey's Beauty foundation stick in the shade 7.5, but I love the shade and the warmth that this gives, and I just think it is the perfect little contour stick if you were into that. Since it is a foundation consistency, I feel like you have to work just a tad harder to get it to blend out, but once you do, it is absolutely stunning. It's just so funny to me now. I feel like I'm so stuck in doing my makeup with a cream contour stick, and I never used to do that at all, but I feel like this makes such a difference, and I have to set less areas of my face with setting powder, and overall this has just been working really well for me. So I take whatever is left on the brush and I go down my nose to just kind of contour that a little bit, and then I take whatever is extra and just lightly go around my jawline too. And then to set, I'm actually using 2 different setting powders. So I finally tried out the Ilia setting powder, and it is amazing. It makes for the most flawless under eye. I can't even explain it. It is so beautiful. So I use this right now just on my under eye, and then I still take my Laura Mercier powder and set the rest of my face with that. But hopefully you guys can see, I feel like there's such a noticeable difference with this powder. It's amazing, it's super lightweight, and I just love the way that it has been making my makeup look and making my under eyes just look super airbrushed and perfect. So I will take it. But if you haven't checked this out, I would say grab it, just try it. And then for the rest of my face, minus my contour, I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder. This is just Old Faithful, so reliable. I do love this powder still, and even if you're using this to set your under eyes, like the Laura Mercier is tried and true. It's beautiful as well, but there's just something about the Ilia that is just magical and really, really just like gets rid of that little line that I have. So for that reason, I'm just kind of doing a combo. And I've shared this on Instagram for sure, maybe not on here, but the reason that I haven't tried out the Ilia on my entire face yet is because I've just been worried about the color. So I do need to test it out on the rest of my face and see how it looks, but just comparing the two, you can probably tell there's such a difference in color. This is like a stark white. This is kind of like a beigeier off-white sort of color. So I feel like my under eyes look fine. I don't feel like my under eyes have any sort of major white cast, but I don't know, haven't wanted to try it out on my entire face just yet. I feel like maybe that's weird, but hopefully there's at least one of you out there who like kind of understands my point in that and what I'm saying. And from there, I'm going to set my contour. So I've been using the Cosmakery bronzer. I love it. It's like got this beautiful warmth to it. It goes on really flawlessly. You can build it up, and it's just super pretty. So I'm into that. I love a good bronzer. And then this brush is so old. Honestly, I probably need to just up my bronzer brush game at this point and find something else, because I've had this for so long, but I love it. This is from IBY Beauty. I've had it for so many years, but I love the way that it applies bronzer. So if you have any brush recommendations for me, please share them down below. Bronzer brushes are one tool that I'm so particular about. I cannot explain it, but having a good bronzer brush is everything to me. I feel like when you find one that you really love, you just want to stick with it. Okay, so when it comes to my brows, recently I feel like I've been hopping all over the place in terms of what I'm using because I've been running out of so much stuff. So I have a couple things that I still have left. This is what I really want to use, but that's how much I have left. So I really need to reorder another one. This is the Total Temptation Brow Definer in medium brown by Maybelline. I love this, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do both brows. Then I also got this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Longwear brow pencil. This I really like. I just feel like I'm going through it pretty quickly. And then I did also pick up this Sephora brow pencil, and I've been liking this too. I think I may have needed one shade lighter, but it does still work. So So I guess we'll use this because I've talked about it a lot and I obviously haven't done any sort of tutorial on it. And this shade, I think is medium brown too. I've sharpened so much of this, I thought maybe I lost the name on it, but this has been really fun. I like this. I feel like it covers a lot of surface area. It blends out really nice and it definitely doesn't move once you put it on and like put your brow gel on. It stays really well. For my eyes, I've been liking a pretty minimal, sort of warm, but like bright and glowy look. You guys obviously will just have to see. But I've definitely not put down the Charlotte Juicy palette. I love this so much. I wasn't kidding when I first tried it out and said I knew I was going to use this all the time, because I literally do. I just love all of the shades in here so much. And it's just really easy to grab for and create eyeshadow looks for whatever you're doing, whether you want something that's just really wearable and minimal, or if you want something that is glowy, or you want something that's bronze, you want some pink tones, you want something for a glam look. It has all of it. So I still very much am using this. For my crease color, I really like mixing the shades Blossom and Happiness. So that's this shade right here and this shade right here. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I'm so glad I did because it is the prettiest neutral but still warm, a little pink combo. Very my speed, very up my alley. I'm into it. So once that's built up to where I like it, I'm gonna take this shade Fresh Start. It's this beautiful tan color here, tannish brown. I just love it. And I put it on my finger and drag this across my lid. Almost all the way over, but I leave the inner corner blank and open because we're gonna do something else there. I don't know why, I just feel like this applies really well with my finger, so I use that instead of a brush. I really love the like warmth this gives. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna take my brush with no added product on it and just kind of blend those two. And then I am going to take a shimmer shade from the palette, well, two I guess. I've been mixing Water Lily and Reflect, which are this shade here and this shade here. So I've been mixing them and I'm just gonna put this in my inner corner. To use a different finger, my nails are too long, so I might have to use a brush for this. I'll just get a little brush. And then I'm still very much into the soft wing liner, so I just take a dark brown from the palette and draw my little baby wing. All right, so we got our wing down, and before I do mascara, I am just taking the shade Fresh Start, so that brown tan lid color, and I like to dust this right under my waterline or lash line down here, just to give it a little something. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. You guys know how I feel about this. I am freaking obsessed. I love it so much. It makes my lashes look so full, gives volume. I feel like it definitely helps with like giving that cat eye look. I just love this mascara so much. Moving on to blush, I have talked about this before as well, but I am obsessed with this Girlactik blush in Florence. I think it's so stunning and I love this pink color. It's really buildable, so if you want something that is just light and soft, you can do that, but if you want it more intense, you can build it up to that too. But the color is just A+ for me. Absolutely love it. And I, of course, do my cheeks. I have been doing it on my nose. I'm just into that. And then sometimes I'll just lightly dust my forehead, you know, to bring everything together. But love this color. I'm not gonna do it too intense just because this is more of like an everyday sort of daytime look. But if I was going somewhere or, I don't know, had some sort of event, then I might pack it on a little more. But this is perfect to me. So we will move on to highlight. Still using this, the blush lighter from Wet n Wild in Have We Met. Love it. It's so gorge. I cannot stop using this. I can't stop talking about it. It's one of my favorites. So probably not the first or the last time you'll see me use this. So I like to apply it everywhere and then just take my blush brush and kind of blend it all together so there's no harsh lines or anything. And then I also love putting this in my inner corner, so I'm just going to pop it in with a little pencil brush. It's super bright and just glowy. And I feel like it helps tie everything together too. And then at this point in time, the only thing that I have left is lips. So I'm gonna use this lip liner by NYX, and this is in Peekaboo Neutral. And this is like a $4 lip pencil, so it's really affordable. I might need to sharpen it. It's kind of hurting. I definitely need to sharpen it because it's poking me. All right, this is 1,000 times better. And then for lipstick, I've been loving this one from Buxom. This is in the shade Heartthrob, and oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I've said this 5,000 times. These are one of the best formulas of lipsticks in my opinion. I just love how satin they are, and I love how they wear. They have that little Buxom tingle to them, which I like a lot. And then the color is divine. They have so many lipstick shade options too. So if you want to splurge, not even splurge, if you just want a nice lipstick, want to spend a little bit more money than like a drugstore find, I cannot recommend the Buxom ones enough. But the shade Heartthrob is everything to me. I love it. And then I do typically like a little gloss. So these Maybelline Lifter glosses I've also raved about. This is in the shade Opal. It's really pretty. It's kind of sheer, but it just adds a little something. These are so hydrating because they have hyaluronic acid in them. Super comfy, not sticky at all. I love these. We'll just add a little on top. And then from here, we need a setting spray. So I didn't bring one over. I need to go get one, BRB. We are going to use the Dewy Set today. This is on its like last limb, so luckily I have a fresh bottle. It smells so good. I love the scent of this, and I just love the way it goes on too. Super pretty. I feel like it adds life to the skin, but it doesn't make your skin look oily, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like dewy gets translated into oily, and that is not the case. It just gives a really nice glow. I feel like I missed a spot. That's better. I hate that feeling of like I didn't spray evenly. Here's the final look. I obviously love it. I love how it turned out. This has absolutely, obviously, been my go-to, and I just love the combination of all of these products together. Flawless glowy skin. I like the bright eye, but with some warmth to it. It's very wearable, but still glam, and That's my fave combo. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, I will link everything down below in case you want to check anything out or do some shopping. But if you're new, I hope you'll stick around and stay. Love you guys so much, and until next time.
I know we're acting stupid,